Welcome to the Warriors Haven podcast, the place where discipline meets purpose and everyday people become unstoppable. I'm your host, Jeshia Sutherland, a retired Army drill sergeant, single mom, and the founder of the Warriors Haven. Around here, we talk fitness, mindset, and the mission of building a stronger you, mentally, physically, and financially. Because this isn't just about the gym. It's about life, leadership, and living on your terms. So gear up, lock in, and let's step into the haven where warriors are made. Hey friends, let me ask you a question. What if the life you've been chasing isn't built through motivation, but through a code? A code that quietly determines how you think, how you recover, how you perform, and ultimately who you become. Because here's the truth. The strongest people aren't the people who never struggle. They're the people who never stop rebuilding. Welcome back to the Warriors Haven podcast. I'm Jay, your favorite drill sergeant. And if you've been with me through this Built by Discipline series, first, thank you. Over these past episodes, we've talked about habits, identity, energy, neuroscience, resilience, comfort, consistency, and what it really means to become disciplined. But today, we're bringing it all together because discipline was never the destination. It was simply the foundation. Today, I'm giving you what I call the warrior code for building a powerful life. See, one of the biggest lies society teaches us is that discipline exists to make us successful. It doesn't. Discipline exists to make you reliable. Success is simply what often follows. The military understands this. Elite athletes understand this. Neuroscientists understand this. Your brain is constantly trying to answer one question. Can I trust myself? Every promise you keep, every workout, every difficult conversation, every morning you wake up when you don't feel like it, your brain stores evidence. Not opinions, evidence. Researchers studying self-efficiency, pioneered by psychologist Albert Bandura, discovered something fascinating. Confidence doesn't come first. Action comes first. Confidence is the receipt. Your brain builds confidence only after repeatedly seeing yourself follow through. That's why motivation is such a terrible strategy. Motivation is emotional. Evidence is neurological. Every disciplined action strengthens neural pathways associated with self-regulation inside the prefrontal cortex, while reducing the influence of impulsive reward systems that constantly seek comfort. Over time, you literally become someone different, not because you wished for it, because your brain rewired itself. This is called experience-dependent neuroplasticity. Your brain physically changes according to repeated behaviors. You are always training your brain. The only question is, what are you training it to become? See, people ask me all the time, Jay, what exactly is a warrior? They're expecting me to say someone strong, someone fearless, someone disciplined. But I've learned something through the military and through life. Being a warrior has very little to do with muscles. It has everything to do with standards. Let me give you my warrior code. The first one, protect your energy before you protect your schedule. Energy is the currency behind every decision you make. Research consistently shows sleep deprivation significantly impairs executive function, attention, emotional regulation, reaction time, and decision making. Even a single night of poor sleep can reduce cognitive performance in measurable ways. You cannot consistently make disciplined decisions from an exhausted brain. My second, identity always beats intensity. Going hard for 7 days changes absolutely nothing. Changing who you believe you are changes everything. James Clear says, every action you take is a vote for the person you're becoming. Neuroscience agrees. Repeated behaviors become automated through the basal ganglia. Eventually, your habits stop requiring effort. They become your default. The third, protect your environment. Your brain constantly scans your surroundings. Psychologists call this cue-dependent behavior. Most habits aren't decisions. They're responses. Change the cues. Change the behavior. The fourth, choose discomfort intentionally. Every time you voluntarily do something difficult, you teach your nervous system that discomfort isn't danger. Over time, stress becomes information instead of intimidation. This is why cold exposure, strength training, learning difficult skills, public speaking, hard conversations, all build resilience beyond the activity itself. You're training your nervous system. The fifth, recovery is discipline. The highest performers in sports, business, special military operations, don't just train harder, they recover better. Recovery isn't quitting. Recovery is preparation. Let me tell you one thing the Army taught me. You don't wait until the battlefield starts to prepare. You prepare long before the mission begins, because under pressure, you don't rise to the occasion. You fall to your level of training. Life works exactly the same way. Let's talk about how our brain is a prediction machine. One of neuroscience's biggest discoveries over the last decade is that your brain isn't simply reacting to reality, it's predicting it. Your brain constantly creates models of what's about to happen based on your past experiences. If you've repeatedly quit, your brain predicts quitting. If you've repeatedly finished, your brain predicts finishing. Your future isn't determined by fate. It's influenced by prediction, and predictions can be rewritten. That's why repetition matters. Hey, it's Jay. If you've been listening to this series, then you already know one thing. Discipline isn't built overnight. It's built one decision at a time. That's exactly why I love today's sponsor, Nike. For decades, Nike has inspired millions of athletes, entrepreneurs, parents, students, and everyday people with one simple message. Just do it. Not when it's easy, not when you're motivated, today. Whether you're training for your first 5K, stepping into the gym, chasing a new career, or simply trying to become a stronger version of yourself, the right mindset starts by taking that first step. Because greatness doesn't begin with perfection. It begins with action. Learn more about Nike's latest training gear, running shoes, and performance collections at Nike.com. Now, let's get back to building your warrior code. Welcome back. Let's keep going and dive in this episode. Now, let's talk about the physics of becoming you. Most people think change is psychological. It is, but it's also physical. Physics teaches us something powerful. Objects resist changes in motion. This is inertia. Your habits behave the same way. The life you've built has momentum. If you've spent years living one way, your brain, your body, your routines, your relationships will naturally resist change. Not because change is impossible, because momentum is real. The good news? Momentum works both directions. Once disciplined behaviors become consistent, the same force that once kept you stuck now keeps you moving. That's why the first 30 days feel so difficult. You're overcoming inertia. Eventually, the new version of you becomes easier than the old one. See, humans survived because we adapted. Our brains evolved to learn. Our nervous systems evolved to recover. Our muscles grow stronger after stress. Bones become denser when loaded appropriately. The cardiovascular system becomes more efficient with consistent training. Your body is constantly asking, should I stay the same? Or do I need to evolve? Every workout, every book, every difficult conversation, every nutritious meal, every early morning, every act of courage sends information. Your body responds, your brain responds, your future responds. So you might be asking, all right, Jay, what comes next? Well, this Built by Discipline series started with one mission: helping you realize that motivation isn't enough. Discipline builds the bridge. But here's something I've realized. Discipline alone isn't the complete picture. Because what powers discipline? Energy. Well, what strengthens energy? Recovery. Okay. What shapes recovery? Biology. What changes biology? Behavior. Well then, what influences behavior? Your brain, your environment, your relationships, your purpose. Everything is connected. That's why Season 2 is going to be unlike anything we've done before. We're expanding the Warrior's Haven. We're bringing in neuroscientists, performance psychologists, physics, sleep researchers, nutrition experts, military leaders, elite athletes, entrepreneurs, medical doctors, researchers, authors, people who've dedicated their lives to understanding human potential. Together, we're going to explore questions like, why do our brains resist change? How does energy actually work? What role does sleep play in leadership? Can physics teach us about momentum in life? What happens inside your brain when you build confidence? Why do some people recover faster than others? How do emotions influence biology? How do elite performers sustain excellence without burning out? What does science say about purpose, resilience, aging, focus, and fulfillment? This isn't going to be another self-help podcast. This is going to be a laboratory for becoming. Because if we understand how the human system works, we can stop fighting ourselves and start working with the way we're designed. If you've been listening from episode 1 until today, you've already done something most people never do. You've invested in yourself. Not because someone forced you, because you chose growth. I hope one thing has become clear. You are not broken. You are adaptable. Your brain adapts. Your body adapts. Your habits adapt. Your future adapts. The question isn't whether change is possible. Science has already answered that. The question is, will you participate in your own transformation? Because your future self is being built one decision, one thought, one habit, one conversation, one workout, one act of courage at a time. Remember, discipline isn't punishment. It's freedom. Energy isn't something you find. It's something you create. And a warrior isn't someone who never falls. A warrior is someone who keeps rebuilding until the person staring back in the mirror matches the life they were created to live. Thank you for walking through this journey with me. This may be the final chapter of the Built by Discipline series, but it's only the beginning of what we're creating together inside the Warrior's Haven. Season 2 is about to start, and I promise you, the conversations ahead are going to challenge the way you think, deepen the way you understand yourself, and equip you with the science, the strategies, and the stories to build a life of extraordinary purpose. I'll see you in Season 2. Stay disciplined, protect your energy, lead with purpose, and as always, stay strong, stay focused, stay ready. Hey friends, thank you for listening to the Warrior's Haven podcast. If today's episode challenged the way you think, share it with someone who's ready to build a stronger mind, stronger body, and a stronger life. And if you want to take it a step deeper, join us at the Warrior's Haven Inner Circle on School, where you'll be able to connect with other friends that are committed to becoming stronger together. That's the Warrior's Haven Inner Circle on school.com. That's SKOOL.com. And just so you know too, my forthcoming book is set to be released later on this year. If you want to be in the know and catch all the exclusivity that comes with it, don't miss out and join the wait list. That can be found at thewarriorshavenbook.com. Again, don't hesitate. Join the list. thewarriorshavenbook.com. Until next time, protect your energy, live your values, and keep building the warrior within. It's Jay, your favorite drill sergeant. Before you go, I want to leave you with one final thought. Knowledge is powerful, but knowledge without action changes nothing. If today's conversation helped you better understand how your brain works and gave you hope that real change is possible, then I'd love to invite you to take the next steps with us inside the Warrior's Haven Inner Circle on School. It's a community built for people who are ready to stop living on autopilot and start building a life rooted in discipline, resilience, and intentional growth. Every week, you'll find practical coaching, mindset training, neuroscience-backed strategies, accountability, and a community of people committed to becoming stronger together, one decision at a time. Again, you can find the Warrior's Haven Inner Circle on school.com. That's SKOOL.com. And if this episode resonated with you, I'm excited to share that my first book, The Warrior's Haven Edge, is scheduled to release later this year. It's everything I've learned from the military, neuroscience, leadership, and coaching combined into a practical framework to help you rebuild your identity, reclaim your energy, and create lasting change from the inside out. You can join the exclusive book waitlist today at thewarriorshavenbook.com. and be among the first to receive updates, exclusive content, and launch announcements. Again, that waitlist can be found at thewarriorshavenbook.com. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. If this episode encouraged you, challenged your thinking, or helped you see yourself differently, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. Your support helps us reach more people who are searching for hope, clarity, and a path forward. Until next time, stay disciplined, stay curious, and never settle for the person you were yesterday. Your next chapter starts with the decision you make today. Until next time, stay strong, stay focused, stay ready. I'll catch you on the next episode.